Friends, as much as I promised myself that I would do nothing else to the new garage, I had to put a little siding on the back to get the downspouts down because drainage is a problem back here. That only took 2.5 hours and finished right before the rain started, which leads me to the one thing that I want to do now, mess with the Norton. Someone recently commented on the initial introduction of this bike saying, haven't heard about this thing for a while. Is it going to production anymore? Yeah, it is. It's in production now. There's 3 main things that changed. You'll know exactly what they are when I hopefully get my before everybody else production version of the frame. And because the Poseidon Norton is going to come as a frame-only option, I want to simulate what it would be like to build a frame-only option with this, my size medium Poseidon Norton prototype. Wish I could have this thing like spinning so that Gran Turismo throwback would be funnier, but me personally, I'm doing some upgrading and swappage of parts with parts that I just happen to have around, and I think it's gonna turn out really cool, and I think it's gonna drop like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 4 to 5 pounds from this bike. This complete build, I weighed it a little bit earlier, 36.4 pounds with the tires and dropper posts that I have on. Heavy, yes, but kind of to be expected for a bike that we purposely made sure had every bit of modern spice. That stuff, when you're trying to keep the price really reasonable, that's the trade-off. So I don't want to hear from any of you, oh, I can't believe the complete bike isn't 22 pounds. Hardtails can be so much lighter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my Nick Poole supplied Fox 32. It's a factory fork with the way too short of a steer tube. I'm gonna put this on and I'm still gonna run it. You can run it 27.5 plus. So I'm gonna actually run this as a 650B fork. I'm not gonna run a 29er in it. And if I just eyeball the axle to crown here, geez, I think it'll come out pretty dang similar. I definitely won't notice a geometry difference. I will, I assume, notice a weight difference. So let's do that first. So yeah, the only way I'm gonna be able to run this fork, I mentioned it before, in this frame is using the really low stack height Cintas flat force stem that I have. I'll just run these 15 or 20 mil rise bars and I think it'll still give me like a pretty good position. It just might look a little funny. And then what I'll do is, if I really like the setup, I'll order there's like another Cintas style stem that has 0 degree drop and it's got the same stack, so you could do short, whatever. But I can't help but want to do this right now, so. Notable difference here. Notable. I don't know if that's the look, really. but it does allow us to ride. Okay, that, with the negative 17 degree, it looks a little funny, but it does allow us to get that, that beautiful fork on there. Next up, wheels. As you know, we did a good amount of testing of this bike. We went and rode Wentworth, and at Wentworth on those trails I was riding not quite enough tire pressure, and in typical Eric fashion came up short on a bunch of stuff. Really hard, dented the hell out of the rear rim, just like I do with literally every other bike. So I figure winter's coming, and like Angela's bike is just kind of like hanging out downstairs, so I don't know, we'll just put these on and see if it makes a weight difference. I did all the setup work, like changing the tires over and everything over cassette off camera earlier today, which makes this project so much faster than any other like tinker with something video that I've ever made in the past. Somehow all these spokes are like crazy loose. Not sure how that happened, but terrible. I'm interested to see what this thing looks like on the ground. I'm not going to lie, it is a different day. I really put a lot of effort into trying to finish the Poseidon Norton upgrades and then get some shots of it to finish this video. But once I got it on the ground, it's like I cannot use the little bit of busy ass background space that I have in here to show off how cool this looks. So I held off, and I literally edited this video in bed with the bike in the room with me. This is what it looks like. I think it looks completely sick. I was not sure while it was on the stand. The second I got it on the ground with sealant and air fully in the tires, I was like, whoo, and I just couldn't stop looking at it. So it had to come inside with me. And I just say what you will about the flat force stem that's on here right now. Yeah, for like a trail bike, it's a little long and it is aggressively low, which is funny for the riser bars that are on it. I did order a 30 mil Cintas Megaforce is what that stem was called. So there'll be a nice short stem. I actually don't know if it's gonna ruin the look or not. We'll see. So that'll be a change that we do to this that brings the bars back and up a little bit and still allows us to use this Fox factory fork. The most impressive thing about today, which I've probably put in the title already, is the weight difference. When we started, this thing weighed 36.4 pounds. I changed wheels, I changed stem and fork. I also have 160 millimeter rotors on right now. This thing now weighs in, on my bathroom scale, 30.5 pounds. 5.9 pounds difference lost. This thing is now 5.9 pounds lighter. I cannot even begin to fathom how that much weight got taken off of this with 2 component changes. That is insane. And I know not everybody has what I have sitting aside. Actually, I'm out of things sitting aside. They've all gotten onto this, and I stole the wheels from Angela's bike. But I'm really, really happy to see what the difference is when you start tinkering with your Poseidon or you build yours up. It shows what the potential is. It's a different day. It's a little nicer out now. A separate video is going to be, we need to go play with this the way it is a little bit. But for now, we're done. This is the end of this video. It's probably kind of long.